All right, students, welcome to week 2. We are on to a logos assignment. You will see this in Schoology. You will also see this on your tables when you arrive next week. We are dealing with logos and logo art. This has been a simple way to talk to students about artwork, designing, creativity levels. We are looking at all different types of logos. We're looking at social media logos, car logos, brand logos, team logos, countries logos. We are looking at hero logos. We are looking at car logos. We are looking at car model logos. Games, again, social media, teams. All sorts of different types of logo art, bands, products, TV shows. Everything is basically branded and logoed these days. Games. Any kind of thing you see around here. Logo, logo, logo. So you recognize it. And what we're going to do is work with how to do these. So first of all, you're going to need a piece of clay. You're going to take this clay and basically, try and get this video right here, you're going to stretch this clay out a little bit, thin it out. It'll start to dry a little bit. That's okay. You're also going to roll it so you get a nice kind of flat area. You will be able to work on this stuff at home if you like. We're hoping to do the clay work in class, but I'm hoping to have you prepped to show up and be ready. So here's my slab. We're going to let that sit. This is going to be a little bit drier than when we started. Again, we were rolling that out a little bit. I'm trying to show you tools that you have at home that were in your pack, and then also what you'll be doing in class. Again, clay in class, prep at home. So, when we watch here, I'm going to choose a logo. We're going with a state logo. You may want to tape your page to the logo. So I'm going to use a little piece of tape. I'm going to tape my tracing paper, which by the way was in your home pack. It's possible you can do all sorts of versions of this. You may come in ready to go with your traced logos. You might come in with printed logos, kind of ready to go. You might come with ideas that you need printed. Some of you can print at home, some of you can't print at home. That's okay. All right, we're tracing the Colorado flag here. I am using a regular pencil. It's actually a little bit softer than the number 2. It's a 2B. We're going to connect this. So we have basic Colorado flag. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do here? So I'm going to trace this. You can literally, if you have a screen at home, you could trace off of a screen for these if you can't print them. You can also wait till you get back to class. You don't have to create these at home, but you should be kind of ready. You can also, a higher level creativity, and we'll talk about creativity levels in the next coming weeks, you can create your own logo. You might have a band with the logo. You might have a brand that's your own with a logo. Here's our piece. This is dried a little bit. Now, here's the magic. We're going to take this tracing paper, put the graphite face down so it is touching the clay. It's already actually coming out. Then we're going to use a rib, flexible rib, or the card you have. And we are going to press, and you will start to see this tracing paper kind of touch. So it starts to really touch and blend in towards that clay. I'm not pressing all that hard, but it's just getting the tracing paper to absorb a little bit of moisture from the clay. Now, watch the magic. You might even rub it with your finger to make sure. You don't want to rub this forever because you don't want the paper to separate and peel, but look at this. Look at the magic. Beautiful. So just a simple process. I'm going to cut this flag out with a ruler to make it kind of clean. This actually not very good ruler. Bam. So, oh, it ripped a little. Cutting my flag out. I'm also just gonna like run my finger over these edges so they're a little softer. Whoa, I'm gonna watch that rip there. You know what, that's fine. We'll call it creative, we'll just take that corner off. Get rid of this, and I have a pretty clean logo that is ready to carve out a little bit and clean up a little bit, except for this little bite out of it, but that's fine. That's fine, even I make mistakes. So, I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna clean these edges a little bit. Okay, we have our logo. Beautiful. Next, can we see that? I'm going to use either a pencil. I could use a knife, but I don't want to cut into it too much. I could use my pencil point. I could also use, I have these tools in class, but I don't have them in your home pack. So you can basically lightly carve this flag out or whatever your logo is. And this will, as it dries, it'll be a little bit easier to do this. You could also use a straight edge to kind of carve along, clean it up a little. So I can also press, make a slight V shape on that logo. So we're gonna do this whole thing. I'm not going to do it on the video, but I'll show you why I'm doing it. I could use a ruler here. Just using this straight edge from this fettling knife. So I'm not cutting into it too much, but I am pressing and just getting a nice line in there. So if I look at some of the logos, I'm going to do all the lines, and then later I have the ability to fill those lines in with glazes. So these two are fired. Can't see them. These two are fired. We'll talk about bisque firing. These have been fired to basically 1940 Fahrenheit and then glazed, or let's say 1800 to 1940, then glazed, then fired again. This is an example of a logo where they carved in, then glazed, then sponged it out, so all the letters are highlighted. Same thing here. This is on my demo page. This is a Takashi Murakami flower. Again, carved in a little bit. The glaze goes on a little messy, sort of like that, and then sponged out. It's actually this. What? Little Minecraft for you. And these are glazed, and then when they're fired, they will heat up, the glaze will flux, and it will become shiny and permanent. So, your basic assignment is to create 3 logos that you like. That way, if one breaks, you still have 2. If 2 break, you still have 1. You'll be counted for creating 3, and then hopefully glazing at least 2 of the 3. And this will give us a sense of clay, firing, and glazing. Let me see if I can turn this around. No, it doesn't look like it. So, we're going to end there at about 8 minutes, folks. Think about logos. Think about what you want to do with logos. Think about which logos you want. This is the general size. And you'll see these assignment pages. Thank you.